So, you do not have to install ChatGPT's new Apple Messages plugin for it to read something that you wrote. Here's what's happening. OpenAI has released a plugin that allows ChatGPT to read and search the iMessage, SMS, and RCS conversations stored on a user's Mac. It can summarize conversations and help draft responses and even send messages through Apple's Messages app. Now, to be clear, the plugin is optional. A person has to install it and grant ChatGPT permission to access their messages. By default, ChatGPT also requires approval before it sends anything on that person's behalf. But granting access does not only expose that person's words, it potentially exposes the messages of everyone who has ever texted them. That means you could decide to never install this plugin, never give ChatGPT access to your messages, and never consent to having your private conversations analyzed by AI. If someone you text installs it, ChatGPT may be able to read and analyze a copy of your conversation stored on their Mac. That does not mean that ChatGPT can enter your phone or access every conversation you have ever had. It only has access to the messages available through the device of the person who granted the access. And yes, people have always been able to screenshot, forward, or upload messages you sent them. But this kind of changes the scale of what is possible. Instead of manually sharing one screenshot, a person could ask AI to search years of conversations, summarize what someone has said, identify patterns, locate sensitive disclosures, or potentially draw conclusions across multiple conversations. Person installing the plugin can consent to ChatGPT accessing their messages. But those people on the other side of those conversations never installed the plugin, never reviewed its permissions, and never agreed to have their words analyzed by an AI system. One person's consent can expose communications of other people who had no knowledge of it. So AI is becoming integrated into more of our private conversations. And because of that, we really need to talk about whether one participant's permission should be enough to subject an entire conversation and everyone in it to AI analysis. So let me ask you, should someone be allowed to give an AI system access to your private conversations without your consent simply because the messages are stored on their device? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more.